Hello, Karen, Joe, Lisa, Yvette, Nicole, Brandy, Diane, Nancy, Natalie, Ruth, Victoria, Keisha, Kristen, Shanika, Desiree, and Bianca. Thank you for your excellent participation in our week 2 discussion as we start to delve more deeply into what it is that project managers do and what skills they need and what processes they need to learn in order to be successful. I especially appreciated, Shanika, your insight that one of the most important things that Samantha, the project manager in our case study, did was to listen to people, to have conversations with them about what problems and challenges they face in the Global Green Books organization, and then get buy in from them to the changes that she was making, to the new processes and procedures that she was implementing as a project manager. I think that's one of the key skills that a project manager needs is the ability to pull people together, the ability to listen, the ability to give people a sense that they're all working together, especially when new procedures are introduced in an organization. When change happens, it's not going to be successful if people don't feel that they're heard and that they're connected. And as you know, this is a so-called soft skill. It's not a particular body of knowledge that you need. You're not memorizing things from the project management body of knowledge or learning new procedures, but having that ability to connect with people and listen to them and invite them into the new set of procedures is one of the most important skills that a project manager can have. I appreciated too Karen's reference to the article she found that it is process, not people, that is responsible for 95% of our problems. I think that's true. If we have a good process, if we work the process, if we work the rules and steps accurately, most of the time we will be successful. I mean, that's really what project management is, what waterfall project management is. It is a series of careful steps and rules and processes that if you just work through them, you dot all the I's and you cross all the T's, and generally things work out pretty well. When a project fails, more often than not, is because the processes were not done the way that they should have been. It is true that sometimes it's because a person fails, because someone is irresponsible or someone doesn't do their job the way that they should have. But I like that article a lot, Karen, because it focused on accountability rather than blame. And I think that's a helpful distinction, that the project manager is accountable. This is the person, the buck stops on their desk for the project, whether it is successful or not. But it's not a matter of blame. It's not a matter of shaming someone or saying that they're not effective, or they're not a good worker, they're not a good manager. We need to look at, well, where did the process not work? What did we miss? What did we not do? What steps weren't taken? That's what will then make the next project more successful and enable us to learn from what didn't work in a project that was not successful. And Yvette, I appreciated that you would have appreciated more details in our case study. You can all read all of the mini case studies. I think that would be helpful to read all of them. You don't need all of the information right now. You'll need it as we work through the course. But if you read all the mini case studies, you will have a sense of the overall nature of Global Green Books and this project that we're working on. And as you know, I sent you some additional information. And also, feel free to reach out to me. So several of you have had some text exchanges and email exchanges with some of you, and I appreciate that. This is meant to be like a real project. And in a real project, you're not going to have all of the information right in front of you. You all know this. A lot of you have worked on projects. You know that you don't just have everything you need kind of handed to you. You have to do research. You have to ask questions. You have to get in touch with people to see what it is that they need, what's going on, what needs to be done. And that's the way this course is working too. As I said, this is not just to give you knowledge and information from, for example, from the Project Management Body of Knowledge book, but to give you a chance to see what it's like to go through the steps of planning and managing a project. So please feel free to reach out to me. And again, like I said last time, if you don't feel the need to reach out to me and you want to use your imagination and work things out, that's fine too. That's a legitimate way to attack the problems in this course. But I do want to say that I am available, and I really appreciate all of your participation in the discussion forums and the hard work that you put into your project charters and stakeholder analysis this week. Take care.